Hello, welcome to Emedaj fashions. So in today's video we'll be learning how to cut this beautiful circle dress created by Emedaj, and we'll be needing from 3 yards to 6 yards depending on body size or body measurements. This dress is going to come in two patterns. The first pattern being the circle, and then the second pattern where we create gathers. So first fold into two, then refold, giving you 4 folds. Then after, you divide your back measurement into 2 and mark. I'm using back measurement 15 divided by 2 is going to give me 7.5, and I'm going to create my back neckline. So I'm going to use 1.5 or 1.5 inches. Then at the shoulder I'm going to go by 3 inches. Then after, I'm going to join in the form of a circle. Then for the front neckline, I'm moving down to 3 inches and then join it to the 3 inches on the shoulder. I'm first going to create my armhole length, and I'm going to use 9 inches. But first, I'm going to create a shoulder drop down with 1 inch. I'm going to come down by 9 inches for my armhole length. And I'm going to repeat the back measurement, which is the 7.5. And after, I'm going to join these marks together, then create my armhole circumference. So first you create your armhole length, then your armhole circumference. Divide your armhole length into 2 and come in by 1/2 inch. This is another way of creating an armhole. Then divide your bust measurement into 4 and mark. Measure from the shoulder to your upper waist, that is 2 inches above the waist. Then divide your waist measurement into 4. Then add extra more inches because you're going to add elastic at the waist. Then after, plus your sewing allowance. At the bust, add sewing allowance. For this part, I'm going to divide my full dress length into 3 equal parts and use 2 portions for the circle. Example, supposing I'm using dress length 42, I'm going to divide it into 3 equal parts, which is going to give me 14 inches each. Then I'm going to use 2 portions, so 14 inches times 2 is going to give me 28. But instead of 28, I'm going to use 30 inches. And I'm going to add my sewing allowance at the bottom and on the shoulder. So I'm going to use 1/2 inch each, giving me 1 inch. So I'm going to use 31 inches in creating my circle and 12 inches for the remaining part of the dress. But please don't forget to add extra sewing allowance for stitching. Do not cut off the front neckline. You only cut off the back neckline. Then you trim off the armholes and shoulder line. Since I used 2 inches, I would have to join this portion of my circle. I used 2 yards for the circle, so I would have to join some portions of my circle. Place the positive sides at the positive side. So after, you're going to stitch where I've tagged with the pins. Then you trim off any excess fabric. Measure 2 inches from the top to the bottom. And after, you join your marks together. From the shoulder downwards, we're going to measure from 8 to 9 inches. And this is going to be the original front neckline. Remember, we divided our full measurement into 3 equal parts. We used 2 portions for the circle, and the remaining 1 is what I'm going to create now. And I'm using 2 yards for this portion. Please note, the wider your circle, the more fabric you would have to use for the gathers. So I divided it into 4 equal parts. That is based on my measurements. And please don't forget to add extra inches for sewing allowance.